Nope. Okay, this is a weird angle. I kind of have this set up on top of the sun visor in my car, which is very precarious. I am scared, but we're gonna do our best. Yeah. I didn't script this video, so I have no clue what I'm talking about. So if I ramble, forgive me. I'm very sorry. I apologize. Yeah, before we start, I'm going to check that this angle is actually going to work because it's a little wonky. Alright, I think it will actually work. Miracle of miracles. This is actually an okay angle for me. Wow. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so, identity was kind of the focal point of your last video. And you talked a lot about who you were when you were little and how that person is kind of no longer the person you are. And yeah, that's an experience I've had, and it's terrifying. It's terrifying thinking that you know who you are and then suddenly having no clue who you are. Like, you're used to thinking of yourself as who you used to be, but that's not accurate anymore. And now you've got to rewrite everything you know about yourself. And that is a terrifying, terrifying concept. Right, where is it going to go with this? When I was little, I knew who I was. And I was comfortable with who I was. And I was comfortable that I didn't need to change who I was, because I was who I am, and that's just who I am. Yeah. And then puberty hit, and I got a bunch of weird hormones, not the sexy kind. Unfortunately, I got the anxiety and depression kind. And so for a while, I didn't have time to think about who I was, because I was too busy just trying to, like, keep afloat. And I mean, eventually I kind of got help. I was able to just kind of manage things. I was able to make it work. I was able to get some help. My depression kind of settled down, and now I just have a bit of anxiety that I deal with now and then. By now and then, I mean regularly, but it's not like debilitating anymore. It's great. 10 out of 10 experience. And now that I have the emotional energy to think of who I am, I'm suddenly realizing that who I used to be is dead. Who I used to be died when I was little, and she's not coming back. I have become someone else, and it's terrifying because I don't know who I am anymore. And I've kind of been working through that for the last several years, honestly. Earlier this year, I came out to my family as bisexual, which was the result of me realizing that thinking that I only like guys is a habit that I had formed. Thinking that way was habitual, and it wasn't necessarily grounded in truth. There's someone coming. I'm going to not talk for a bit. He knows me. Yikes. Okay. We made eye contact. It was terrible. Anyway, where was I? Right. Coming out as bisexual. The thinking that I was straight had become a habitual thought. I thought it to be true because it was what I always thought. And then I thought to myself, I don't want to believe this because of habit. And so I broke that habit. And it was hard, but I didn't try to replace it with anything. I just kind of broke it. I'm not going to think that way anymore. I'm not going to limit myself in that way. Then I kind of being bisexual came naturally after that. It was just kind of, once I broke that habit of thinking I had to be straight, I stopped caring about who I was attracted to. I didn't matter if they were a guy or girl or somewhere in between or somewhere else entirely. I liked them all. And that was kind of weird because old me wasn't bi. She was straight. That was how the world was. And now that I've kind of started, I can't stop. I keep looking at things that I believe about myself and asking myself, do I believe this because it's true? Or do I believe it because it's habit? And a lot of times the answer is that it's habit. And I don't want to believe something because it's just a habit. And so I've been doing a lot of habit breaking. I've been doing a lot of asking myself, what do I think I believe? And why do I think I believe it? I've learned that who I thought I was is not who I am. And it's kind of a terrifying thought. Alright, I ran out of memory, so I had to go back and delete some bloopers. So that's telling me that I've been recording for too long. Anyways, yeah, identity is terrifying, and mine is a work in progress. And honestly, I kind of like the journey. And I'm glad that I get to take it, because, I mean, otherwise I would be believing stuff about myself that isn't true. And I get to have some really cool experiences in the process of figuring out who I am. And I'm glad that I get to experience those things with you, because this is probably going to be a lot of introspection in this vlog. It's going to be great. I cannot wait. And yeah, I'm glad we get to kind of learn more about each other in the process. I love you, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.